What's good, everyone? Welcome back for another Saitama video. My name is Mike here on the 2-Bit Crypto channel. We're going to be taking a look at Saitarealty and SAITAMA, what everyone's talking about, and then I want to have a look at the LP unlock coming soon. So make sure you subscribe for all your daily cryptocurrency content and stay up to date with any Saitama news on this channel. So looking at Saitama right now, down 11.47%. Does feel like it's slumped back from that initial pump that we had about 2 days ago. 118 is the price. And looking over at some of the stats, 5.1 million in daily volume. Now, we are going to look at what is going through SAITAMA. We can actually see the volume and see the tokens that's been traded. We can see there $625 million in market cap, 357,793 is the holders through DEX tools. Now, here's the thing. If people are solely on SAITAMA, that number could be higher. So we're going to have to kind of just take that a little bit with a grain of salt. But as we kind of see, the chart is kind of showing us as a bit of a downtrend. There is some big buys coming in every now and then, but slowly it is dropping back to this kind of strong level, I guess, of support, but it isn't really. I mean, it's 11.8 is kind of where it's at. So let's take a look at SAITAMA live chart. We see on the 24-hour $8.6 million. So it's quite a significant number, and that looks like it's going up from what we can see on SAITAMA. You can see here the tokens. Now, these are the total swaps that's happened since SAITAMA goes live. So you can see 30,916 total SAITAMA swaps and Saitarealty at 17,292. Now, there's a lot of noise about holders only being at 5,200 or something like that, I think it is. But you can see that we slowly are getting liquidity back opened, and you can see here the exchanges and the swaps going through. We can see the wallet address and then where it's going. So you can see generally people are going from Saitama to Saitarealty or vice versa. That does feel like it's the strong movement. We can see a couple of big transactions going through back into Ethereum. You can see here, look, Saitarealty back to Saitama. A lot of people have made a substantial amount of money. I'll link this in the description if you want to come and check it over if you're a Saitama holder, just to give you an idea of what's going on and equally kind of what people are buying. So you can see again, look, people are buying from Saitama to Saitarealty. Obviously, it's a swap. You can't do their cash to payment process just yet. Obviously, as part of the Saitama ecosystem, that is going to come down shortly. Like I said, we did get this tweet around Saitarealty. You can see this was about 5 hours ago. 5,811 is the current holders. 2,049 is the current price. Now, Russ did tweet out earlier that liquidity has been resolved after that initial first kind of issue where it was all kind of swapped. So it does look, and certainly when we look into the SAITAMA live chart, people are trading Saitama for Saitarealty. We can see here, look, 1079 was the price one from Saitarealty to Saitama, 1661 going back the other way. So the price does look like it's dropped a little bit since the Scarface tweet. One of the reasons I think there's still some issues, we saw this, someone tweeted this out on the SAITAMA. You can see so many errors going through trying to buy Saitarealty, and this was the issue when it first kind of came out. So we still don't have a fully functioning app. Now, whether this is due to slippage, whether it's due to network congestion, I'm not really certain, but to get this many errors, I know they obviously did get a few completed, and it could just be the blockchain. That was what they talked about on the AMA, that there isn't, you know, they are just a slave to the Ethereum blockchain. But again, it just doesn't install confidence when you get something like MetaMask or something like Coinbase Wallet that does feel, and again, this is only my opinion, it does feel like it has a much more higher rate of success with those kind of things going through. Okay, one of the other things I did want to talk around was the locked liquidity for Saitama. Now, this has been a topic of debate on nearly every AMA I've seen Russ in, and equally, I know a lot of the community and the onlookers looking into Saitama are interested to see what happens. So we can see here that 76.4% locked liquidity. Now, originally this was over 90%. We know that some of this has been moved across into SAITAMA. We can see here the unlock date, 31st of May 2020, $12,984 unlocks. And on exactly the same day, just over $11 million will unlock 1,593 wrapped ETH. That's the current price with ETH today. That could even go higher. Now, the big question is, what are they going to do with it? So in all the AMAs, they've said that they will probably relock. They may take some of it out and put it into SAITAMA. Who knows? What I think they should do, my opinion, I think, you know, I don't think it'd be a bad thing to take some of this liquidity, put it into SAITAMA to support the ecosystem over there. But I would expect and hope a significant amount of that is then relocked and relocked for a good chunk of time as well. I'd probably want to see another year on top of that, if I'm totally honest. I think it just builds trust and everything that's going on and everyone that is kind of talking about Saitama. For me, I think that would make more sense that they do, you know, I don't think I'd have an issue with them taking a little bit if it's to support a new token or if it's to support the ecosystem of on SAITAMA. But there is a big question in terms of what's going on. A lot of people saying they're going to run away with it. I don't buy that premise. I just don't buy that premise. The token's too big. The community is too big. There's no need to run away from this, you know, and as daft as it sounds, 11 million is nothing when you could have $1 billion market cap with this project. So it is a big thing. It's certainly on a lot of people's minds, and we will have to wait and see what happens with it. In the meantime, while we are waiting to find out what is going to go on, the good news is we can absolutely go and party with King Coombs for his 24th birthday party. Torres PR over there representing Saitama. We know that the whole event was sponsored by Saitama, so we'll have to kind of see what that looks like. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next video.